Okay, for this experiment there's actually going to be 3 parts. The first part with diffusion, you're going to want to take your tube of agar and add it to a half cup of water and heat it in the microwave until it's all dissolved, like you did before to make your petri dishes. So boil it, stir it, boil it, stir it over and over again until it's all dissolved. Once it is dissolved and it's all clear and there's no chunks left in there, mark one of your test tubes 3 centimeters from the bottom, and then use your pipette to fill your test tube to the line. While that sets, it should take about 15 minutes. You can take some dots from like a hole punch and put some food coloring on them and let them dry. And then you're just going to want to drop those dots on top of the agar and measure how long it takes for the food coloring to go through the agar there. And you'll test that under different temperatures or conditions. The second part of the experiment, osmosis, you'll want to start preparing for this about 2 days before. And you'll want to take your egg and soak it in vinegar, which will actually dissolve off the shell. I have one that I prepared here 2 days ago. And you can see that the shell is just coming right off. It just really just rubs right off of there. See? And then you can measure the diameter with that egg with a piece of string, and then measure it again later after you soak it in, you know, water or sugar water, and measure how the size changes. Something else you could try is something I did, is I took an egg and I dissolved the end of the egg off, which then it makes it a lot easier to see how the diameter is changing because you only have one spot of the egg that's moving. But either way will work. The next part of the osmosis experiment is with the dialysis tubing. You'll want to take your dialysis tubing and cut it into 4 equal sized pieces and soak it in water until it gets flexible. Then take it, first you'll tie one end. It was easier for me to actually fold it over and tie it. And then measure 5 milliliters in your blue cap tube here, and then use your pipette to put it into the dialysis tubing and tie the top shut. It might be easier if somebody helps you. But then you can use this, it's like a tea bag, and you can set it in sugar water or water with sugar inside, and then you can cut it open later and measure the volume of the liquid inside and see how that's changed. And just record all your results on the data tables, and that should be it. Good luck.